Okay. This is Wrongdoers by Norma Jean, the record release album, whatever you want to call it. Came out a little while ago. I'm a little late on this one, like I am on quite a few of my reviews here. But let's start with it. Norma Jean is a band I've never been into before. I've seen them live once, and I don't really remember it. I was never into them then. I haven't really been into them before. And then I sort of discovered, well, not really discovered, I started to get into this band, the Dillinger Escape Plan. And I started to enjoy them. And that opened me up a little more to the crazy, sporadic, sometimes groovy, experimental music, heavy, speed, and all that stuff. Bunch of guys acting like idiots. But I never really listened to an album from this band before, not too much. And then Wrongdoers was announced to come out, and I'm like, alright, well, I'll listen to a bit of this band's older stuff, and I sort of began to like it. And then eventually this album came out, and I didn't listen to it because I was preoccupied by other music or whatever, and I just kind of forgot about it. But then I was looking around like, what can I review? And then I saw this. I'm like, all right, well, let me listen to it. And the first song I listened to was Family Bike Wreck. And it's kind of a short song, but it's very fast, insane, crazy. Any synonyms you have there. It was kind of a ridiculous song, like ridiculously, whoa, that's cool. But, then I listened to, if you got it at 5, you got it at 50. And that song was kind of the selling point for me of this album. And from that song, it had elements that you like in music. It had the good kind of groove. It had, like speed, or at least the stuff that I like sometimes. It had some speed, or it felt fast, it felt aggressive, it felt energetic, it felt, alive. And it wasn't like too heavy, like heavy. This isn't really like a heavy band. Like I said, they kind of remind me of, the crazy element of five. Of the Dillinger Escape Plan. I was about to say the Five-Finger Death Punch Plan. Oh, alright. And they also kind of remind me of Every Time I Die. Just that's an element of craziness. The kind of, like I said, energetic, all that stuff that gets you pumped up and all excited. It reminds me of that. They have that kind of element to the music. One of my absolute favorite things about this band, this album, is the singer's screams. They're very high pitched, not like ear piercing high pitched, but they match the viciousness of the songs. They go hand in hand with the aggression, like I said, the insanity of their songs. And they may not be like the Five-Finger Death Punch Plan, but in the sense of some craziness, but they still maintain their own brand of let's get psychotic, sort of. And I definitely feel this band. I definitely felt the album. It's something, that's what sort of makes or breaks an album. Sometimes if you feel it or if you don't feel it. And I definitely felt it the entire way through. Now, I'm not too familiar with the band. I don't know band members by names or anything. But the guitarists are creative. I think, I wouldn't go as far to call them super masterminds, but they're definitely very creative, and they know how to write some good music, at least in my opinion. And just the entire way through this album, I was sold. It's something that I like. And I don't know why I've never really checked out this band before. What else do I want to say about this? The drumming is, good as you'd expect. I never know how to give the rundown of all these things. The drumming is good. It's as you would expect it to be, and it didn't, completely stand out to me as always. Where some of the drummers throughout history have really stood out to me. Daniel Williams, Andrew Carlston, I think has an S in there. Andrew Carlston, I think that's it. Or even, what's his name? Dude from Whitechapel. Ben Hard, whatever. The last name starts with an H. I never know how to pronounce it. But the drumming never really sticks out to me a lot. And it rarely does. But the drumming was good, as you'd expect. The riffs were crazy, and the guitarists are one of my favorite parts about this band. My favorite parts about the album. Bass is, it's in there. It's metal as you know it. And the screams were probably my favorite part of this entire album. The screams were insane. They got me into it a lot of the time. Well, if the guitar, the riffs and everything, they weren't getting me into it, which didn't really happen, the screams were definitely going to pull me back in and keep me interested in this album. And like I said, one of my main examples was If You Got It at 5, You Got It at 50. That song has a lot of what I like about this album. It had groove, it had energy, it felt alive. It was a song that was alive, and I don't think I need to say much more about this. Wrongdoers is a completely fantastic album, I think. If you like this band, you probably heard of it. And if you don't like this band, listen to it. Whatever I always say, if you don't know them, listen to it anyway. Check it out. You may like it, you may not, whatever. I mean, you have like a lifespan of 70 to 80 years. You can spare like 10 minutes to check it out. Just a couple songs. But I think this may grow on me more, but for now, it's just a very good album. I think it's fantastic in its own realm, but it's just that. It's not breakthrough, amazing music that I'm going to be listening to like every day, but it is enough to keep me interested. If you're looking for an album that's, something new to get into, I think this is a terrific album, just something to experiment with. The band definitely has that it factor, that catchiness to it. So, the rating, I guess, I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. But I would say this definitely may grow on me more as I listen to it, and it may become something that I like a lot more. And also just to add the music video for If You Got It at 5. I'm not gonna say the rest of the name; it's a long name. But the video is weird, and there's a bunch of people drinking milk and throwing up. It's that kind of band with a sense of humor. But if you like music that's I would say like Every Time I Die, the Dillinger Escape Plan, the Five Finger Death Punch Plan, then I would say definitely check this out. You will probably like it. I hope so. This band, I think, has been around for a while, and they are where they are. They aren't like the next up and coming thing, but I think they definitely have talent, and they deserve a little more recognition. And this is just a fantastic album. So check it out whenever you get a chance.